Hello YouTube fans, it is I, your local Scottish Trekkie, coming live at you for another official Star Trek review. And tonight I'm going to be doing another Star Trek review, and it's this one. Star Trek The Official Starships Collection, USS Rhode Island, NCC 72701. And what I'll do is I'll just do the magazine, get through the magazine, and I'll show you the starship after the magazine, and I'm going to bring in another starship as well with it, and I'll show you that one as well after the magazine. So let's get into the magazine, shall we? So I'll do what I do with my other content stuff. I'll read you the contents and the specification. Let's get into the starship, shall we? Cool. So the contents is the USS Rhode Island NCC 72701, designing the ship, an inside look at the Unimatrix Zero, and on screen. So the USS Rhode Island NCC 72701 specification is registry NCC 72701. Its class is Nova, in operation in the 25th century. Its length is 221.74 meters. Its crew is 80. Its top speed is warp 8, and its weaponry is Type XB phasers, photon torpedoes, and the captain is Harry Kim. And you get the picture of the Rhode Island and some little wee screenshots of the ship down below. So the Rhode Island was almost identical to the Nova class vessels such as the USS Equinox, NCC 72381. In the regular universe, the Rhode Island did feature a different design of warp nacelles and escape pods, though the biggest change was seen at the front, where the gap in the nose section had been filled in. So that's the Rhode Island there. And you can see that this section here of the Rhode Island is filled in. In an alternate future timeline, Harry Kim was promoted to captain and given the command of the Rhode Island in 2404. He took the Rhode Island on a mission to stop Admiral Janeway from changing history. Rather than stopping her, however, he ended up helping her to travel back in time in the request to speed up Voyager's return to Earth. So you see Admiral Janeway and Captain Harry Kim in the future timeline uniforms, and then we also get some really good shots of the back of the Rhode Island here, over in this bit here, at the back of the ship, and you see the ship coming into warp and meeting up with Admiral Janeway's shuttlecraft, and then the back of the Rhode Island. Kim confronted Janeway about her illicit plans in his ready room aboard the Rhode Island. He covered up the real reason for apprehending her by telling his crew that she had contracted a rare disease. Before Janeway had time to install the chrono deflector on her shuttle, the Rhode Island tracked her down. Rather than arresting her, Janeway persuaded Kim to help in her unauthorized mission to bring Voyager home. And in the alternate timeline, Voyager made it back to the Earth 16 years later than it did in the Prime universe. These extra years cost the crew dearly. Among the 22 extra casualties was 7 of 9 who died in Chakotay's arms. He had become her husband and was never the same after her death. And he died shortly after reaching Earth. Tuvok also suffered greatly, as he was contracted with a degenerative neurological disease that eventually forced him to spend the rest his days in a mental hospital, and you see Admiral Janeway at Chakotay's tomb or grave in the episode. And then we also get the top view and the side view of the USS Rhode Island. So we have some facts about this as well. So, like the Nova class vessel from the regular universe upon which it was based, it was probable that the Rhode Island was also equipped with an emergency medical hologram. Harry Kim was born in 2349, which would make him 55 years old in 2404, when he was in command of the Rhode Island. Kate Mulgrew stated that in an interview that Admiral Janeway was 76 during the events that unfolded in Endgame. And then we have designing the Rhode Island. These are really good sketches. I wonder who it was designed by. Tim Earls sketched out this design as a possible look for Captain Harry Kim's ship, but it was never used. And Rob Bonature never saw it. And then we have an inside look at Unimatrix Zero. So in this series, the Borg Queen was a little bit different compared to how she was in First Contact movie. She was played by actress Susanna Thompson, and said that there was an evil scientist quality about her character in this timeline, and that is the actress that played her up here, instead of Alice Courage. And then we get a look at the crew as Borg drones. So you have Admiral Janeway, Tuvok, and then you have the Borg Queen, and then you have the Borg Queen down here as well. So really good. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you should actually, and you've probably seen the episode. It's a really good episode. So it first appears in Endgame, Part 1. TV appearances was the StarTrek Voyager, and it was designed by Rob Bonature. Bonachune. And it appeared in Star Trek Voyager Endgame Part 1. And then that's the magazine. And you get the Rhode Island peering upwards and Star Trek. Cool. So let's get into the Starships itself, shall we? And here is the USS Rhode Island. And as you can clearly see, its front section is all completely filled in, compared to the Equinox, where the Equinox's one's all open and this part's not here. So the main bridge is up here. That's the main bridge up here, and it's what I like about this starship is if you look at it, like how can I say it? Think of it as the Enterprise E and the Voyager had a baby, and you had this one. This is what the. Pardon me, sorry about that. That was rude. And this is what would come out of the Enterprise E and the Voyager if it had a baby. And its shuttle bay is located in the back here, and underside and under here you can actually see where the warp core ejects here. What I'll do is as well, I'll bring in its sister. So here it is. So you've got the USS Equinox and the USS Rhode Island, and you can clearly see the differences at the front of the ships. The nacelles on the nacelles in the Rhode Island are a bit smaller compared to the Equinoxes. You can actually see the differences in they're the same ship, but on the Equinox the nacelles are bigger compared to the nacelles on the Rhode Island, and that's the two ships side by side. And sorry about this, guys. Underside of the ships, and you can also see what they've done is they've given the Equinox a shuttle, a thing that comes out like the Voyager in here. So that's basically the escape that comes down here, like what the Voyager had. But that's my review on the Rhode Island. So guys, please, if you guys like this and you want to see more, please like, share and subscribe. Please hit the notification bell as well, and it will show you when I do some more content. And I will post up some more from the Discovery ships as well. But in the meantime, please like my channel, guys. I want my main goal. I want to get to 50 subscribers, maybe even up to 55 for the start for my first year on YouTube, and then I'll see how it goes after that. But that's my main target is 55 now. Between 50 to 55, just to see how it's getting the likes, and in the meantime, I've been your local Scottish Trekkie. And I'd like to see what you guys think down below as well. And please hit the like button to like my channel. Without you guys, my channel would be gone. I wouldn't get any further. So please, guys, like the likes, hit the like button, and I shall see you in my next video. Live long and prosper. Bye for now, and have a nice night, guys. Bye bye for now.